mission. Chalk in hand, he's on a mission, shaping dreams with precision. Joseph, the English teacher.
Hi everyone, welcome again to another podcast from Teacher Joseph. In the news headlines today, it's been revealed that 12 more prisoners have been released by mistake by the British government. Let's have a look at the story so we can see what's been happening. Right, you can see there the headline. It says 12 more prisoners released in error with 2 still missing, says Lammy. Mr. Lammy is the man in charge of the UK prisons. He's the government minister who looks after justice. We're going to listen to what he has to say. And we're also going to pick up on not only what he says, but how he delivers his message. Okay, we're going to listen now to David Lammy, and I want you to make sure that you hear his stress, because as far as I'm concerned, what I'm hearing is, I told the government, there has been a problem. This has nothing to do with me. There's a lot of stuff being said here, which sounds like it's not my fault. Yeah. You can decide what he's trying to say, but these extra stresses, yeah, of course there's problems, but I told them, what that says to me is that he's not taking full responsibility. So by giving that added emotion and emphasis on certain words, he really is saying, yeah, I get it, I know, but I told the government. Now let's listen and see exactly
I made it
what
clear
he's
in
saying.
Parliament that on a paper-based system, there will always be human error, and there has been a human error for all of my lifetime until we move to a completely digital system. I think it's impossible to rule out error, but there has been a spike. It's on a downward trajectory. There have been 12 since I made that statement. At the moment, 2 are currently at large.
12 more accidental releases. That's just in the last month or so. I mean, that would be shocking for people who would have assumed that since this became such a big public story, it would be less likely to happen. That's taken the total over 100.
Well, no, because some of those people have come back into the prison system.
Right. So he's basically saying, well, it's not that bad. We got most of them back. Some of them are back in the system, but that's over 100 in a very recent period that have been released from prison. And there is a chart on the BBC which shows the increase. Let's just look. So you can see here, it says, rise in prisoners released in error. Number of prisoner releases in error in England and Wales. So it's not including Scotland or Northern Ireland here. And you can see here, there's quite a big jump in 2025. Doesn't this look like an IELTS academic paper? The IELTS exam, the academic section. There's always a paper like this, a bar chart, isn't there? So let's see. Yeah, so there's a rise in prisoners released. So in 2025, there's more than 250. And Lammy acknowledged there has been a rise in numbers, adding, I want to bring it down, but we have got a mountain to climb. And he's kind of looking over his shoulder saying, yeah, I told the government. But I wonder if he realizes that as far as we're concerned, he's speaking on behalf of the government. I mean, he's standing in front of the picture of the Houses of Parliament. Surely it's his responsibility, isn't it? That's what I would have thought anyway. Yeah, and equally, the guy from the BBC with the Christmas tree behind him looking very festive, of course, giving the idea of perfection and purity. He made the point by using intonation and stress in his voice. Yeah, but that number's gone up. And you can see in his face how he's saying that. But that was not really taken on board because Mr. Lammy responded with, yeah, but we've got most of them back. So it doesn't matter, And then he goes on to say after that, well, actually, I told the government, until we have something digital, it'll always be like this. So again, who's taking responsibility for this? Is he saying that I don't have the money to fix it? Is he saying it's government's problem, not mine? Is it an individual responsibility? That's really interesting because in the past, when someone was speaking on behalf of the government, they would have said we. They wouldn't have referred to themselves. It would have been a team effort. We're trying to fix it. But with him, it's very much, no, I'm not responsible. I told the government, what we have to do. So there's a feeling there that something isn't right. But the stress in the voice, he's trying to give us that feeling, But for me, it just seems wrong or fake. Right, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let's talk soon. See ya. Bye.